Hello, hello, beautiful souls. I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing, beautiful viewers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so grateful you found me. And for those of you guys returning, I'm so blessed and so honored to be doing your reading yet again today. You guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. Today's reading, we're taking a look at the person on your mind and what it is that's going on behind the scenes with this person. So we'll take a deep dive into this person. Now, this may or may not reflect the connection you have with this person. Okay, it could be something they're sort of dealing with on their own. And I have no idea if your connection will pull through. So in order for us to determine whether it is your pile, we'll do a quick energy check at the beginning and take a look at the connection from your perspective. Okay, your relative perspective. And if you resonate with that beginning part, then the back end will most likely be what is going on behind the scenes with this person. And don't force any messages to fit, okay? If there's specific ones pulling through, it could be for certain individuals. This reaches a broad range of people. So it's more the energy overall and that frequency that should be tapped into your energy. And sometimes we tap into our own, meaning it will be what's going on in your world. And the reading will be flipped or reversed. So the beginning part might be how your person is connecting to the connection with you. And the back end will be sort of what's going on with you behind the scenes. So you'll have to use your own intuition. I can't do that for you. And the best way to do this is to lean into an energy that pulls within you that resonates between you and spirit. Okay, what you see, feel, or hear to determine whether it feels right, is resonating, is pulling at you. And if it doesn't make sense, if you don't know what's being communicated, then it's most likely not your pile. Okay, don't force it, and you're not obligated to sit there throughout that pile. And there's lots of readers on YouTube that might be tapped into your frequency. It doesn't have to be me. And so there's only 4 sort of channels here, if you will. Okay, so I love you guys either which way. But yeah, like I said, this isn't everybody's reading. Not everybody's going to have a pile resonating, and I'm absolutely fine with that. Okay, so option number 1, we have the Wandering Star Tarot. Option number 2, we have the Black Tarot. Option number 3, we have the Apparition, a Spirit Speak Tarot. And option number 4, and we have the Lucid Minds Tarot. So it's absolutely fine to be pulled to multiple piles. Could be your energy, your person's energy, could be past, present, or future energies still tied to the same connection. Okay, so use your intuition, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 1, you guys picked the Wandering Star Tarot, and we're looking at the person on your mind and what is going on with this person behind the scenes. So we'll take a deep dive into their energy. Now, your connection may or may not pull through with this person's energy. It's more of a look at what they're sort of going through on an individual energetic basis in their world. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll tap into your energy here, or at least the connection, to see if this is your pile. So this is a quick energy check, or as quick as it takes, I guess, to see whether this is your pile. Okay, don't force it to fit. And like I said in the intro, sometimes the energy is flipped or reversed, meaning this will be most likely your person's perspective of the connection, and then your energy will be pulling through in the back end, you know, what's going on in your world. So if that's the case, it is reversed, flipped. Maybe Spirit wants to communicate something to you, or you can go check out another pile, or there might just not be a message here for you, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's take a look. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile 1. How will they know that this is indeed their pile, the connection they came here about? How would they describe this connection? How are they feeling? Thank you, Spirit. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Beautiful pile number 1. Thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. So blessed to be here doing your reading today. So we have 3 wands showing up immediately. Oh, why is 3 wands here, Spirit? Okay, so since this is the only card that's sort of revealed itself, it's consciously known to you. And this says adventure, luck, action. And this is the card of expansion, forward movement, moving forward. So I have a feeling you're looking for a way forward for yourself. And I have a feeling that you're trying to see how you can move forward with this person. You know, but maybe it's very difficult for you to, I don't know, like see the signs, whether this is a person you can move forward with or how you can move forward on your own. You know, I think there's something you're looking for in this person to say, should I continue to work with this person? Or, you know, are they completely stuck here? Am I going to be completely stuck? So I think you're still looking to this person. I mean, you're here, obviously, still trying to understand what's going on in this person's world, right? So, but I feel you've been looking for some time, like really trying to understand, you know, is this somebody I can build with? Is this someone who wants to build with me? Is this someone I can work with or have a future with? But I do feel it is stuck right now. It's kind of what I feel, you know? So I don't know also what's pulling through here. We'll see, but there could be some projection, meaning you're perceiving the situation maybe through your own filter, which could be maybe construing some of what's going on here in this connection. But I feel you want to see the truth. I feel you want clarity and honesty. But I mean, we're all sort of subject to our own perception. But sometimes our perception might be completely skewed based on our experiences and our conditioning. Okay, so I don't know what you're seeing exactly, but I do feel like coming from your point of view, you're trying to understand and see whether to confirm this person is someone that is viable to grow with, move with, or, you know, take to the next level. So we have 4 swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. Let's reveal all these cards here. 9 swords. The King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And we have the 2 swords in reverse. And we have 10 swords in reverse. And we have Justice, Libra energy. What's under 4 swords? The 8 of swords. So just give me a second here. Okay, so I feel like for this group, you have space between you and your person. So either there's a separation or just you're not connected here in a way here that makes you feel comfortable, you know, because you're not, I don't know, propped up by this person, or at least they're not confirming or validating any sort of, I don't know, like idea you might have of wanting a future. So I feel like you don't want to be stuck anymore in your own thoughts, because I feel like your own thoughts might have made you feel very trapped and stuck to this person. And so, yeah, I feel like you want to be empowered to move away from any situation or someone is indecisive about you or this connection. So this person could certainly hasn't chosen you, you know? And you're like, should I just end it once and for all? And so if you are separated, it's like you're not sure if you should just finally close that door forever, or if you should, I don't know, like do anything further with this person to see if there's a way you can find harmony or do something different in order to, I don't know, change things from the current state. And I think it's getting to you. You know, it's like, did I do everything right, you know, or that I could do to work with this person? Or did I let myself sort of get in the way here? And maybe you had your eyes set on a future that you were really stuck to. And this person might have not have been available to commit to this future, to choose the same vision you had. And it resulted in you feeling Like maybe this wasn't the person, you know, or an ending here, or a separation, or you feeling like this person wasn't on the same page. And so now you're looking at like, okay, what is the truth? Was I kind of harsh in my assessment of how I could work with this person? Was I being too much in my own sort of desires of what I wanted for the future, that I wasn't workable here with this person, you know, someone who definitely was not choosing or was stuck or couldn't move forward. And I think you're having a difficult time sort of moving on from this person mentally. So there's a lot of anxiety around, did I do everything I can? And so I feel like you're really in reflective mode, and you're not sure, like, if this person, I feel like, I think you're not sure, like, is this person know what it is that they want? And are they moving towards what they want? And it's not this connection. And if that's the case, then that's sort of your answer, you know? Or is this person going through something here in which they need to close out in order for them to then decide and choose this connection? You know, like is this a waiting game, or is this something that you're sort of convincing yourself in some way and you don't know? But you do feel like this person has like passion for you, you know, like there's a part of this person you feel wants to explore this connection in some way because it's felt. But I don't think they took any action. And for some of you guys, I don't know that this person has communicated this to you either. And so lots of anxiety around this. Okay, so if this sounds like your connection, your person, your current state in this connection, we're looking at this person and what's truly going on behind the scenes here. A deep look. Okay, so as usual, I have no idea what Spirit's going to show us. If this isn't what you want to hear, needed to hear, wanted more, not my problem. Okay, go see another reader, go see Dr. Phil. I don't know. All I'm going to do is read this energy. I haven't looked at it. Okay, so whatever comes through, I do intend on communicating to you exactly as I see it. Don't force it to fit. Let's see what comes through. So we have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. So strength is all about having the courage to face the things that maybe we are challenged to, so we might be held back. So when we hold back, we're holding back our desires or passions. And potentially when we strip it all down, it's most likely because of fears. So we're getting heavy Leo energy and ego. But there is a pull to you, you know, animalistic pull. So you're right, this person has a very strong passion for you. You know, they do desire you, but I do feel this person's being held back. So let's lay these cards out and see. We have 10, 21, or the number 3. We have the despicable face. Okay, and then we have the puppet master. So we have some Capricorn energy and some Scorpio energy. We have friend. We have pomegranate, vitality, sensuality, and bodily autonomy. And we have surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Okay, and we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. And we have mother. Light attributes, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy of giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So we have divine feminine energy, Taurus, Libra energy. We have child wounded. Light attributes, awakens compassion and desires to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Shadow attributes, blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. Oh my goodness. And we have the storyteller, viewpoints and control. And I'll put that right by this puppet master because this is the same energy. Look at the shadows we're making. So shadows don't exist, but they create a lot of fear. And here we have the village. And this is number 41. So 41 could be a significant number. It's also 5, and 5 is all about conflict, loss, change, and rebuilding. Okay, so the village. Okay, this message is coming through very strong. I'm going to sit with this energy for a bit, channel what's pulled through here, and we'll get into it shortly, okay? Okay, beautiful people. Most of what's pulling through is in regards to this connection between you and this person. I do feel this person is more invested than potentially you think in this connection, okay, to the point where I do feel it is controlling a big part of their conscious, or at least their energy is heavily charged in regards to this connection. But we are seeing, you know, what sort of guiding this person and acting the way they are. So this person is being held back from you. I feel there's a lot of attraction towards you, like sexual attraction. This person feels pulled to you. This person is deceiving you in a way by holding back or pretending like they don't feel or they don't want or they don't need or whatever. Okay, they're acting one way and they're doing another, because I feel like this person is trying to remain strong and in control. I feel like this person feels very weak around you. And the reason they feel weak around you is because you potentially see this person's truth. You know, you see the truth through this person's mask. And so this person has a belief what it means to be strong. You know, maybe it's what it means to be strong is to be independent and not need someone. But I do feel like they're trying to control their set of circumstances here by lying to themselves, or at least putting on one face to you. And so I think they're keeping you in friend zone or pushing you out, you know, and so they're not being rude to you by any means, but I feel like they're incapable of getting deeper with you or with any connection that makes them feel like they're losing control of their own ability to stay in control. You know, like when our emotions sort of do what they do, we can't control outcomes and things, and I feel this person has a lot of fear of losing control of themselves to their emotions, because there is a childhood wounding here. And so this person, okay, if this isn't in this lifetime, it is something they're needing to transcend from past lifetimes or whatever wound is going on. There's a fragmented energy within this person that's hidden within them. I say hidden because it's in the shadow self. Okay, Carl Jung, shadow self. And so the shadow self is a part of ourselves that we section off because we've been traumatized. Okay, so if we've experienced abandonment by a parent, divorce by a parent, and we trusted a parent to, you know, be there for us, and they weren't, or we felt abandoned. And so we have a very difficult time learning to trust and forgive. And so I feel like this person is still wounded by what's happened to them as a child, you know. And so I feel like this person feels like they're not really safe when they allow themselves to be authentically them and lean into their emotions. And so they, instead of jumping in further, they keep you in friend zone. And most people, I feel, okay, because I feel like this is what's happening in this connection, but specifically this person's MO, or historically, their relationships are fairly shallow and light, like 3 cups energy. Okay, and this is how I protect myself. And so in this connection with you specifically, I feel like because you can see through this person and you connect to what's going on behind the scenes, this makes this person feel extra weak. And so I feel like you're learning about what it means to have unconditional love, you know, but I feel like this person's also learning about unconditional love of self. And so I do feel there is like a mother-child type dynamic going on between you and this person, you know, for some of you guys. And so this person has a wound within them that is always going to sort of be skeptical about the other person. You know, what if I jump in and commit to you or express to you how I truly feel, and then you hurt me, or then you use me, or then you try to control me, or then I lose control and then I become even weaker, or I break, you know, I can't be as strong as I am. And so I feel this person is resisting this connection. And I feel like they're not allowing themselves just to sort of experience you and what they're feeling. And so they resist. And I feel like this person surrounds themselves with a lot of people. It's kind of how I feel. But it's, I don't know if this person either goes on a lot of dates, or just has a lot of network of people, or keeps their community of people fairly busy, you know, but I feel like it never gets really deep. I feel like the big old obstacle here is this person's shadow, which is, if given the opportunity to get deeper, my shadow gets in the way and then we can't move on or progress. And that's been this person's experience out of self-defense. And so I feel like they're learning, you know, about not resisting, surrendering, trusting, and understanding, you know, how to work with themselves, be more flexible with the flow of their emotions, their passions, their desires, and their true self. But they have to connect to this shadow part of self, and see their lie to self, or the false self, in order for them to lean into this connection. And so I feel like this is what this person is being guided to do. Don't think they've done it just yet. And I feel like potentially you might be at one point, I don't know if you still are, but I feel like there is maybe pushing this person, you know, pushing this person, or trying to get this person to do something. And I feel like the more you do this, the more this person is sort of more closed off. Okay, because I feel like this person has to come to this flow naturally in their own. And so I think this person has been shown you in this connection in order to uncover what this is about, you know, to really uncover the shadow that's really controlling their world. Because I feel like a lot of their relationships, friendships, everything here, I think is really a reflection of the defense of them that's been keeping people at an arm's distance. And so this person probably feels quite lonely, you know. And so I feel like this person's biggest fear is not knowing whether they can trust in the future of this connection, or people like abandoning them, or letting them down, or hurting them. That's the biggest challenge. And so because I don't trust or understand fully that I could, you know, depend on this connection to be something here that won't abandon me last minute or hurt me, I'd rather just not even explore it and stay in my safe zone. I do feel this person feels very safe with you, though. You know, I'm getting that. Because I feel like you provide a comfort to this person, and now it's pulling through that mother-child connection, you know. Not in a sort of twisted, codependent way, but I feel like there's a nurturing from you for this person, towards this person. So, let's see. I feel like we need to dive in a little bit deeper. I'll use the Tarot Spirit. Can we dive in a little bit deeper then in regards to what's actually really going on here with this person behind the scenes? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. Thank you so much for this message. I feel like this person does fill their world with a lot of noise, and I feel like it is other people, you know, or I don't know, maybe they like to schmooze or network or party or distract or just keep themselves sort of busy here. I can feel that their community of people are just sort of filling some void here, you know, a lonely void. I feel like this person is being asked to see their situation and the shadow self differently, like what they consider weakness, you know, like to see it from a different perspective, because I really feel like this person has been inflexible and they're being asked to be flexible with how they engage in a connection, because they might be very, very fixed in having their way, like it's a defense mechanism, you know, because of the wound. And so it's just like an auto response here. So they're being asked to really look at this and dive into this sort of behavior. So we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Death card, Scorpio. And this is this Village card. And we have the King of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So one more, Spirit. Can we dive in deeper to this person's, these ones? So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Moon. Yeah, look at that, you guys. Okay, and then we have Seven Wands. So, okay. Thank you, Spirit. And this person has the shadow self. Okay, and the shadow self is projecting a lot of fear in their actions. So right now, the defensive thing is to push you away because I've experienced pain. And so I just associate connection with something that can leave me open, vulnerable, and weak to pain. So I have a lot of fear that's hidden in my subconscious here. And so it really impacts my emotions and how I show up. And so I feel this person might be very defensive when it comes to anyone sort of trying to get closer to them. And I feel like they're still upkeeping the mask, you know? They're still fighting for their position to be in control and in charge of themselves, because I feel the conviction in, I don't want to be weak, or this would put me in line with being weak, is the MO or the belief here. But it's really them sort of trying to protect themselves. And so I feel like we're really being tied back to their, I don't know, like community of people, or their family upbringing, or how they associate family. It is something that they're really having to work through here with the Death card, and transform their belief of what it means to have a family, or what does family support look like. Because I feel like this person's ability to take action and to speak their authentic truth has been greatly impacted by what they experienced in their upbringing. And so I think this person has a lot that they haven't told you, and a lot that they haven't said. And I feel like there's a lot that they haven't experienced or acted on, because the fear and the mask is what they're sort of upkeeping. And that's what's getting in the way of them starting a new beginning with you and solidifying, you know, like the seed for moving forward, because you had 3 wands. It's like the 3 wands would mean this person officially sort of planting the seed of what could be real in your world here with a new beginning. But I feel like they're blocked here by their inability to work on this connection. And this is someone who doesn't try, you know, doesn't put the effort. And a lot of times the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is not because I don't care and I don't have the ability to. It's like a fear of, if I do this, then what? You know, I think that's the thing. If I do dedicate myself and put the energy, then what? So I'd rather just not go there just yet, or I'd rather not do it at all, just because this is safer. So I sort of sit here and defend this position, you know, not communicating and not making myself known with how I feel and what I truly want. Because if this person was being really honest with you, this person would say, I have passion and desire that is pulling me towards you, and I feel it is very sexual. And I feel like this person would also say, but I feel very weak around you because my emotions are scaring me, and it reminded me of a time that I was abandoned or hurt, and I don't want to be in that position anymore. I don't want you to have control over me and my emotions or what I can do, because I don't trust, it's not really you, but trust how this will go, because I can't see far in the future here. And although I feel love and I feel safe with your presence when I'm with you, I can only go a certain deepness here, because my automatic defenses punch you out or keep you blocked or put you at a distance like I have with everyone else in my world. This gets in the way of my relationships. And so I do feel, a desire here for you. But I feel like this person can't get past this sort of fiery energy, and it stays there. So either they show an interest here and sort of a spark, but when it comes to a real manifestation in the 3D, making something official, or like making an offer here of commitment or something to have some, something planned for the future, I feel like they can't, or they have not yet. They can, but according to them, this trigger, this fear, this wound needs to be uncovered in the subconscious and worked with, because it's the shadow self getting in the way. And so the fears are really at the helm, so I think they're going to continue with this Ace of Wands energy. And so you feel that passion. But look, we see this pentacle here and this pentacle here. So what does this mean? Well, what's really pulling through here is, and this guy has his hand on his heart, which is heart love is all about unconditional love. Coming from a heart, it doesn't come from the subconscious. It doesn't come from fear. It isn't driven by shadow self. And so this person is learning to connect to that in order for them to have this pentacle, this new beginning, in a practical way. But they have to connect to this heart space. And I feel like your presence pulling through as divine feminine is allowing this person to connect to their heart in a way here that will allow them to do this. But I don't think they have done so. And I feel like they're still in this 7 Wands energy, keeping you out or defending. But there is a promise of a transformation happening, because we see the Death card here, which is all about leaving things behind that don't serve us, including ways of being or traumas that need to be transformed and create space for new beginnings. In order to have a new beginning, we have to release things. And so I feel like the transformation is happening in the subconscious, happening around their fear, happening around their need for control. So I feel like this person also, what's pulling through here, they might be a good communicator, like have a way with words or be very intellectual. But it's like when it comes to their feelings and emotions, it's like this person's cut off and shut down. Because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I don't feel this person has promised or talked to you about a future at all, but I feel like there's some sort of story that they're upkeeping alive, that keeps, yeah, okay, that's exactly it. So the story of the past, of the trauma, upkeeps the fear alive in the shadow that they're upkeeping. They really believe in this story, and that's the defense mechanism, is like, as long as I upkeep that story, the ego protects this person from ever getting hurt again, from ever letting someone get close. You can't get hurt if no one gets close. So I will upkeep that belief in that story. And that's what's really controlling me in this connection, is my fears, of someone getting close. So I don't try. I don't work with you. I don't collaborate. I don't offer anything in the pentacle realm. I might come in with fire, passion, but never mind you understanding a truth of how I truly feel and my emotions, because all you would see here is my deep fears of getting closer, being seen in an emotional way here that makes me feel weak and vulnerable. So your takeaway, transformation, this person is learning about seeing things differently in regards to how they can be more flexible when it comes to how they love and how they show up, and seeing through their mask. And this will take time. You know, this will definitely take time. So this is your reading. Pile number 1. I hope this helped you, and I love you guys very much. If you're drawn to another pile, I will see you at that. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2. We're looking at the person on your mind. You guys picked the Black Tarot, and what we're looking at today is a deeper look into what's going on behind the scenes with this person. Okay, so why are they sort of behaving the way they are, or what is going on in the world that maybe they have shared with you or have not? But either which way, in order for you to know whether this is your pile or not, we'll do a quick energy check. Okay, and so like I said in the other pile, I don't control what pulls through here. So if it doesn't make sense or resonate or come out the way you want, then not your pile, you know? Go elsewhere. I don't know. I can't help you. Okay, so this message is for whoever needs to hear it, and we're looking at the person on your mind, and we're tapping into what's going on behind the scenes with this person. Whether the connection pulls through or not, I don't know. You know, maybe they're dealing with things that are outside of this connection, and that's what we'll see. Okay, so let's be open to that, but we're not going to force anything to fit. And it is absolutely common for the reading to come reversed, meaning this is going to be, you know, an energy check for your person, and then your what's going on in your world is the main reading. So you can crisscross, flip-flop it as you see fit, but don't force anything to your story. Okay, so clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 2. How would pile 2 know that this is indeed their pile? How would they describe this connection? How will they know that this is their person? Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 2. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy. The energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. So grateful. Let us take a look at how you would describe this connection, how you'll know this is indeed your person, your pile. For pile number 2, spirits, how will they know this is their connection? Thank you so much. And one more. Okay. So I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. We have the Queen of Spears, which is Queen Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Under that, we have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. And we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the Tower. And we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, and we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So under this King of Cups, we have the Moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, let me sit here with this energy for a bit and tap into what we see here. I do feel as though this is a flip pile, is how I feel. Okay, so this could certainly be your person, but take it as you will, flip it as you want, flop it as you need. Okay, and I also feel this could be the flip person from pile 1, meaning this pile's reversed from 1. Okay, for some of you guys. So I'm going to read this like this is how you're sort of engaged with this connection. You have a lot of feelings for someone here who wants commitment, you know. They want commitment, or they want you to be someone that could build with them. You see this person as somebody who is fairly reliable, grounded, you know, has all their shit together. And you feel like fear's gotten in the way, or at least certain parts of yourself has gotten in the way of taking action or committing to this person or showing up for this person. But I feel like you have a lot of deep, deep love, you know, and I feel like you have not been able to energetically show up, give, dedicate, commit to this person. And I think this person has maybe asked you for clarity, or maybe you see this person as getting clear about what they want. Like they want something they can rely on and build, and I think that this person needing clarity or wanting certainty or experiencing what they have in this connection, and what they have experienced is you not showing up, has led to a tower. And the tower could be something in this connection where maybe you guys have parted because of this inability for you to energetically invest. Or this tower could mean I have to do something in this connection to get clear direction and purpose to what my intention is with this person that I feel I could build with, but this would require me to deal with my own world. And what that would entail would be a disillusion of what I've built or understood in my world that isn't sustaining me no more. And it will be difficult because I have to sort of entertain a different energy here of somebody who wants to go after creating my future or creating something. So I have to get empowered, to allow things to fall apart in my world that no longer can support my desires, my wishes, my wants, or aren't in line with this connection flourishing. And so I feel like there's something about you building your confidence, or in order for you to be able to move forward confidently in this connection, something has to shift in your world. And so I feel like you're coming into a new energy of, I don't want to create conflict with this person anymore, or at least in my world. I've experienced conflict with other people, but I know that the conflict I've experienced with this 5 swords has been one where there's been one common denominator, which has been me. And it's been created because there's an untruth in my way of action or speaking that has perpetuated things not working in my world when it comes to connection, or just when it comes to what I want. And so I understand this as a form of sabotage. My inability to be completely honest because I'm either wearing a mask or pretending to be something that I'm not, or my way of self-sabotaging is coming through creating distance or just creating unpleasant situations. And I don't want to experience this no more, or I want to get out of this sort of dynamic that I've created either in this connection or in my world. And so I'm confidently understanding that I want to give in a way here that is balanced, or at least give to this person, this Queen of Pentacles, who I could see as a future wife, or someone I could build with, or someone who doesn't need me in their world because they're independent and very solid here. But I have so much deep love, and I don't want to listen to my fears anymore, or at least the part of me that was in self-sabotage, or in the part of me that was confused, because I was in a lot of confusion, or at least I didn't understand my situation. I wasn't clear. I didn't communicate clearly because I maybe didn't see clearly. I was under the illusion of some sort of fear or some untruth, an untruth to myself of how I would see this connection or how I understood it to be. But it was like a lie to myself. And so I feel like this lie to self has fallen apart. I can't sustain it anymore, because all it resulted is me just sort of being detached, or at least unavailable. And so I feel a lot of passion towards, my person here. And I gotta show some level of interest here towards them and come show up. But I feel like I've pushed them out or have kept boundaries for too long. And so this person is either now boundaried, or I fear them having a boundary and them not being able to give to me anymore, or shutting me out like everyone else potentially that I've experienced here or have in the past. And I don't want to be shut out. I don't want this person to feel space between us and then create space, because it stemmed from me hanging on to a part of myself that was, based on an untruth that needs to sort of fall away. And so the only person here who can sort of take action on this is me. but I have to get empowered to do this, and I have to find the fire within me and towards this person to do this. And this is what you're feeling, you know, you're feeling called to take action here and make something happen with this person so that you can restore balance and give to this person. And I don't know, figure out how to get things flowing in a more cohesive way. And this would require you communicating a truth and speaking a truth, because I feel like everything you've experienced up until now, you know, in the past historically, has been left you empty-handed, or left you in a state that wasn't pleasant. It's ended in either separation or conflict with others, or you feeling lonely, or like you can't work with anyone, or single, or I don't know, you know. So I think it also requires you being vulnerable here, like exposed. Like there's a part of you that needs to expose yourself in some way to this person. And so your love is what's guiding you here, your deep love for this person. But I feel you have a very difficult time expressing yourself or showing the depths of this, you know, for whatever reason. You have not yet, and you haven't been capable of investing. So I do feel this is flipped from pile one, but only you will know. And now if this resonates, you know, as you or your person, because it could have come flipped, let's take a look at the other person and see what's going on in their world. Now it could be the same person. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I'm just reading what I see. Okay, so let's take a look at your person and what's going on behind the scenes in their world. So we have caregiver. We are with you, and spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all of their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. There's someone that has their hands open in the heart. It's like a feeling of surrendering. Okay, we have sun. Oh my goodness. A Leo energy, masculine energy with the sun, father energy, and then we have gold. 26, or the number 8. So 8 is about movement, change, attainment. It's also strength. Strength is Leo energy. Okay, it's also star, which is hopes, wishes. So there's Aquarius and Leo pulling through. And we have the white tail. So white tails shed their antlers annually. It's a very painful process that happens, you know, and then the new ones sort of grow. This is also masculine energy pulling through. So we're getting Aries, air energy, divine masculine. We have purse, privacy, finances, and windfall. So here you have a pouch. It's sliced open with all of these coins. So we could be looking at the pentacle realm here. Privacy, finances, and windfall. Okay, and then we have surrender, defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay, and then we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So you have a pouch with a hole in it, things falling out of value, grief. We have the child, nurture, light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Okay. And then we have goddess, light attributes, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Shadow attribute, exploitation of the female, nature, and form. So this is divine feminine. We have divine masculine energy, goddess. And then we have knight, light attributes, loyalty, romance, chivalry, and love of honor. Shadow attributes, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. And then we have the founder, foundations and community. And we have the 2 rats. So rats could be an annoyance or something eroding a foundation, this community. something to build, something stable. The sun peeking out in the background again. Enlightenment, clarity, certainty. We have the castle. So certainly could be talking about this palace, this castle. So this is the number 43. 43 could be significant. Or the number 7. And 7 is all about faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding. It's chariot energy, which is integrating shadow and success, moving forward, being balanced. It's Cancer energy, and it's also tower energy. So tower is the destruction of the false, the things that can't sustain, because it's not built on solid ground. So let me sit here with this person's energy. Okay, beautiful people, and channel what pulls through here with this person and what's going on in their world. Okay, beautiful people, your person is coming through as a divine feminine goddess. Okay, so like I said, it could be a flipped pile here if you resonate as that beginning energy being your person. But I'm going to read this as your person here. This person is coming into balance, okay, or is potentially working through integrating lots of shadow parts of self, their inner child, in order to find success within themselves, to be balanced, their masculine, their feminine energy. I feel like this person is top notch here, okay, when it comes to their intention with you. I feel like this person, because we're looking at a deep dive, what's going on sort of in their world, I feel like you're a big part of this person's world. I really do. I feel like this person is their intentions gold. I feel like this person is a blessing in whoever life this person sort of, I don't know, enters. I feel like this person is somebody who is capable of creating things. They're probably very creative, or somebody here who, is just, I feel a delight. I also feel like this person could be very enlightened as well, and I feel like this person has a childlike nature or innocence about them. Like they really try to see sort of with innocent eyes. I think they're trying to see maybe the best of what's going on here in this connection. I feel like this person is somebody who is, maybe the type that would give their shirt off their back, or have an unconditional love, or an ability to show care, support, and appreciation. Very optimistic, very warm. I feel this person has a lot of love here for you, and I feel like this person has most likely handed you their heart, or has communicated giving you their heart, or has expressed to you how they feel. But I feel like deeper than this person's intention is to make sure that you're, I don't know, supported or looked after or cared for, first and foremost, because I feel like this person is a selfless type of person. Okay, but I feel like there's an inner strength that really pulls through with this person, because I feel like this person's experienced a lot of pain, and I feel like this person might have lost a lot of things in their world that might have been of value at one point, and this person might have clung to certain things at one point. The material world, could even be relationships, or just things that mattered to them that were lost. And I feel like this person's experienced having to rebuild their world in one capacity or another. And the only way to really rebuild their world is to find the strength and the power within themselves to create and be capable of doing things after maybe losing a lot, or feeling, sadness. And so I feel like this person is being blessed by the universe in their world now, because I feel like they have experienced a lot of pain. But I feel like this person is learning about how to trust the divine, and how to not allow how other people sort of behave get in the way of their truth and who they are. And so I feel like this person could be somebody who might have been defensive with you, and so if they were defensive with you, it's coming from an experience this person had of potentially being open and giving and caring, because I do feel there's an innocence here about this person who's very optimistic, and then having lost out or having, experienced the short end of the deal. But I feel like this person is overcoming or working through any sort of defensiveness that they might have been sitting in, because they're recognizing or seeing through this behavior as something that was stemmed from some experience of the past, losing a lot or something that had meaning to them. I feel like this person could certainly get defensive with you, because I feel like this person, I do feel they might be in two minds here, and one mind is the illusion, and the illusion is, I'm really impacted by what has happened in the past that has hurt me, and so therefore I can be defensive and guard. And so that voice is sort of one voice that gets to them, but they know it's an untrue, or they know that it's not aligned with the truth. And the other voice is, a desire, a want, or a need to work on things with this hammer. And so I feel like this person is like, should I work with pile 2? Or am I just going to experience the same loss that I've experienced maybe in the past with you, or just in their own world of losing out certain things that were of value that they tried to attain or keep for themselves, So I feel like this person feels either which way. There's something that's not right about it, or that feels wrong about it. So if I am defensive against pile number 2, that doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm acting based on hurts of the past, and that maybe the past in this connection, or the past that I've experienced in my world. And if I move forward, something inside of me is telling me maybe it's not the right thing to do, because I still feel like I'm experience pain in some way here, and that maybe I'm too open or giving or caring, or want to create something here that could easily be sort of taken away. I feel like this person wants something solid, and so if they're guarded, it's like, I will guard myself until I know there's something that is certainty that I could build, that I could rely on, like the foundation is something I could depend on. So I think this person has doubts about whether you're someone they could rely on or build with. I don't think it's clear to them, whether you are somebody who they can build with, and maybe they see you as indecisive. But I feel like the person's intentions are gold, and I feel like what Spirit's really pulling through here is, if you want to attain the gold, experience with this person, whatever that means to you, the main crux of what you can experience with this person is for you to get very certain and clear with them, because I feel like this person's driver here is certainty, clarity, happiness, and then an understanding of something they could build when it comes to foundations, when it comes to creating something. That's what they want certainty on, that's the goal for them. And so I feel like this person, like if they say whatever to you, I feel like you could trust this person. I feel like they're communicating truths. I feel it is honest. I feel like this person has no issues expressing themselves or showing love or being someone who could support you and express how they feel. And I feel there is a romantic type love here, and an honor they feel here towards you. I also feel like you potentially see this person as someone who is quite, I don't know, maybe exotic or beautiful or voluptuous is coming through, so I do feel you're attracted to this person in some capacity, but maybe you question, like, why are they defensive? Why do they sometimes box me out? Or what's sort of going on inside with this person? And it's like, what's really going on behind the scenes with this person is, I had to learn about giving myself love the hard way. And I've experienced a lot of pain, a lot of loss, a lot of suffering repetitively, and had to dig my way out, and had to find clarity, had to find my own joy, had to create my own certainty, had to create my own world. but I only did this through a love of self, befriending myself, giving myself the love that maybe was missing or taken from me, and having an inner knowing of who I am, you know? And so this is why I'm very guarded and protective of this energy, because if I don't protect this, it could be taken away from me. So I understand that there's something very valuable here, you know, within me, within everyone. I feel like this person just doesn't want to be taken advantage of. And I feel this person wants clarity around, can I create something with pile number 2? Can I trust them? Or are they going to eventually just erode or take away or, you know, like dissolve the walls that I have here, what I've created for myself, just like I have experienced in the past? So let's dive into the tarot and see what Spirit wants to communicate further. Pile number 2's person. Spirit, clear and concise message. Can we dive in a little deeper in regards to pile number 2's person and what's sort of going on in their world behind the scenes here? Thank you so much. So we have the 9 swords. Anxiety. I think that's these rats, the voices, like we're saying, this way or that way, there's a rat either way. I don't know that this person trusts you, you know, and it could be because there's been repeat hurts that they've had to overcome in experiencing this connection, or just in the past. 5 Pentacles in reverse, and they've had to dig out of that spot, you know, of losing everything, or victim spot, or scarcity mindset. They've had to work their way out of that. And so we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they had to come out of that themselves. You know, whatever lies might have been told to them about who they are, or what they believed, or limitations that were getting in their way, they had to find a way out of this. And I feel like it was very difficult for this person. Strength, yeah, find a way. This is Leo energy. So I feel like instead of being held back or holding back, I feel this person had to face certain challenges head on and be empowered to do this, face their fears, get empowered. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, and we have the 8 Wands. And one more. Why is this 8 Swords in reverse? Okay, we got these. So we have 2 Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, and here we have Death. Wow. Scorpio energy, and under that we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So beautiful pile number 2. Your person was in some sort of mental prison in the past here, I feel, you know, like really tormented by the 2 rats here, because I feel like their mind might have been telling them one thing in regards to a limitation that they had to dig their way out of, okay? And so I feel like this person has had to shed some part of self, you know, an understanding of self here. There's a lot of ego work here that's potentially this person has had to uncover within self, which is the part of them that maybe was defensive, or the part of them that, you know, has experienced suffering and loss, and still honoring themselves in a way here, and still moving forward, moving on. So I feel like this person is communicating truthfully. I feel like this person is wanting to move forward. I feel like this person feels potentially afraid, or not wanting is more the word, not wanting to be devalued, not wanting to be underappreciated, not wanting to be underpaid. I think they feel not valued, you know. So I think this person wants to move out of and forward from any situation that doesn't value them or see their value. They feel that's a limitation. And so if you are, you know, not prioritizing this person, if you can't choose this person or show them in a pentacle way an investment and offer a commitment of sorts, if you're kind of humming and hawing or back and forth or indecisive, I feel this person wants to move forward from this. And so I feel like they might feel that an inability to choose or prioritize means this connection could be stuck, or that you aren't committed and dedicated, or someone they could rely on. And I really feel this person wants someone that honors commitment and honors the same values as them, has the same understanding when it comes to building and commitment and structure. So I feel like this person is going through and has gone through a transformation of self, you know, with this death. And I feel they're in the process through the grieving, the loss, the pain, things maybe that they've lost that have been taken away, or that they, I don't know. I feel like there's some part of themselves that's sort of vanished, you know, that at one point maybe made up who they were. And so I feel like this person's like, I want to not experience suffering, loss, pain. I don't want to be limited in any way in my world, and I will not allow anyone to make me feel undervalued. I will not stay in a situation where someone might be stuck or not choosing or prioritizing me. You know, I know my value. I know what I want to commit to, and I know what I want to build. And so from my self-love and from my understanding of self, this is the transformation that I'm amidst, you know. So I don't know if this person has detached from you or moved away from you or is amidst this. But I feel like this person's transformation is all about balancing themselves, you know. And I don't know if this person feels like maybe you're playing a game of sorts here with them, with all this checkerboard. But I feel like this person feels they don't have anything, is what I feel. I feel this person feels very stripped of everything. You know, it's like I lost my everything that sort of represented me, or at least I thought. But I feel like this is what's driving this person. It's like this person is a ball of fire here. You know, energetic fire, because of what they've experienced here. And so now they understand, I guess, what they want to commit to and build. And this is why they're defensive. It's like I have nothing left of me here to experience or give. And I've suffered enough, or lost enough, or experienced tragedy enough and pain. And the anxiety was quite severe, you know. So this person could have gone through a dark night of the soul. But I feel like they've come out of this, or they're coming out of not wanting to experience that, and they're empowered to find their own gold in their world, whether it's this connection or not. I don't know, you know. But I feel like there's an urgency here that this person has towards freeing themselves from any pain. But I feel like this person is always caring and giving and expressing how they feel, because I feel this is this person's true nature. And I do feel they found some sort of enlightenment here, you know. But I feel like if there is an uncertainty in regards to commitment, stability, and building some sort of foundation, and this person is looking to sort of release, you know, walk away from that. So, beautiful pile number 2. This is your reading. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3. You guys picked the Apparition, a Spirit Speak Tarot deck, and we're looking at the person on your mind and what's really going on behind the scenes in this person's world. Okay, so the connection might pull through here, or it just might be what they're going through aside from your connection with them. I don't know what we're going to see, okay? And sometimes the pile comes reversed, meaning this front end might be your person and how they're connecting to this connection, and the back end will be what's going on in your world. So if that's the case, you can crisscross it, okay? But only you'll know if it resonates. Don't force it to fit. Use your own intuition over mine, and we'll do a quick energy check to see if this is your pile. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. A beautiful pile number 3. How would they describe this connection, or how are they feeling in this connection, so that they know whether this is indeed their pile or not? Spirits, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you so much. Let's see what's going on with pile number 3. How would they describe this connection? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3, Spirit. Thank you so much. Just help me to channel this message. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Under the Hierophant, we have 8 swords. Okay, and we have Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and we have the Page of Wands. And we have the 6 of Wands in reverse, and we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, and we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we have the Knight of Cups with the 2 horses, and we have the Empress, Taurus and Libra energy. What's under the 8 swords? We have the Fool in reverse, so Aquarius energy. Let's do this because I do feel I want some of that. Okay, let me sit here with this energy and see what we're tapping into here. Okay, beautiful pile 3. So your energy, either you're committed to something here, and it could be a marriage, okay? So you can crisscross whoever this is in your energy field, but I feel like I'm reading this as you. And I feel like there's a limitation here, you know? There's a limitation in regards to how you are engaged in your world right now. Whether it's with this person you came here about or not, I don't know. But your situation, I feel, is one where you feel you're not getting what you want. And it could be because there's a desire, a passion pulling you in a different direction. But you feel you cannot. You can't take a risk. You can't maybe leave your current set of circumstances, which is a limiting thought here for whatever reason, excuse you're making. I don't know. Okay, but I feel like you're learning about self-love. You're learning about valuing yourself. You're learning about making decisions here that honor you, that are in line with how you should be treated and how you feel. Because I feel like your heart might be in a different place, and I feel like your heart wants to be free, but I feel like you cannot be free, you know? So you feel like maybe you're trapped to the world that you've created or built, that you've committed yourself to. But I feel like you're being pulled towards someone here who maybe is attractive or has your attention, or you feel love for, or you want to express emotions towards. And maybe the limiting belief here is I'm stable, or I've created something of substance, you know? And so there's this recognition that you have not achieved or attained or been able to move forward successfully in the direction of where your heart sits or your passions. I think also there is a lot of sort of working through the false self, and the false self comes through as an egoic belief, okay? Some identity or way we see ourselves or perceive ourselves to be, or how others want us to be. I think we recognize we don't want to be how others think we should be or do, because that makes us unhappy emotionally. But I think there's still a limitation in regards to how you're perceiving like your set of circumstances, that it won't allow you to move forward. I think you desire moving forward, but I feel like you're telling yourself a story right now of why you cannot. And so Spirit's really showing here an energy of you understanding and learning about aligning to what emotionally makes you happy, you building yourself up, you getting empowered, you finding the confidence in yourself to nurture yourself, to be liberated, to be free, to love self, so that you can experience love, you know, in a way that you want. And so right now we're still maybe focused on the why we cannot, because of the world we created, or the thing we're committing to, or that we're dedicated to, or that we've been indoctrinated to believe, you know, or maybe just, I don't know, some sort of thing that we're giving our homage to or invested with. And, you know, I feel like there's more that wants to pull through here. You might already resonate. If you do, you can skip ahead to your person's, what's going on in their world. But I do feel I want a bit more. So for pile number 3, Spirit, can we dive in a little deeper then? So it seems like it was giving you guidance in your situation as well. Like the guidance here is examine your thought of limitation, because your perceived idea of why you cannot is sort of what is getting in the way, you know. So let's see, Spirit, can we get some more for pile number 3? Is there more here? Pile number 3 is going to resonate with, for this being their pile. What more is there for pile 3, Spirit? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Thank you so much. One more. All right. The devil. Yeah, we're stuck. So the devil doesn't really exist, okay? The devil is like a shadow. And so what the shadow is an absence of light. So there's only one power, and the one power is God power. There's no two powers. There's no a devil and a God, okay? There's only God power. And so the devil is the absence of God, the absence of an understanding. And so where there is things that might appear like they're holding us back, we need to cast the light. And the light is awareness. The light is truth. And so I feel like there's an untruth that we're keeping alive with the 8 swords and the devil that is keeping us hostage to our situation. I feel like also with the devil, there might be an unhealthy sort of way that we're connecting to maybe the person that I'm about to read for you. You know, there might be obsessive thoughts or an obsessive sort of attachment to that. Maybe to alleviate some of what is going on in your world, because I feel like what's going on in your world needs to be cast the light. You need to cast the light and deal with that. Not to make up reasons with 8 swords of why we cannot and why we have to be unhappy, you know, because we have a Hierophant. That's not going to justify it for Spirit here, okay? So Capricorn energy. We have Justice. Yeah, there's like a marriage or an unhappy situation here. So 8 wands. We have to start seeing our situation differently. Okay, differently than how we're seeing it. Because whatever you're telling yourself about your situation, which for a lot of you guys I feel is a marriage, okay, it's an unjust sort of situation, it's not doing it anymore. And maybe we're seeing it very black and white. And there's a lot of sort of shades. But I feel like in order to have a breakthrough, and I feel like Spirit is saying a breakthrough in our world would have a breakthrough in whatever person here that I'm about to read or in this thing, you know, but right now you're really stuck. And we're stuck potentially doing circles or keeping ourselves stuck in some contained thing that you need to break away from, have movement away from it. And the only time you'll have movement is when we start to change the way we think about it. 4 Pentacles, yeah, we're stuck in it. And so this is the lack mindset. It's like if I let go of the marriage or the thing I built or the thing I'm used to or accustomed to, then what, you know? Who will, I don't know, pay the bills? Who will take care of my mother? Who's going to wash the floors? Who's going to, I don't know, take care and feed the cats? Something here. I cannot because it's too far. Whatever the story. So I will be unhappy in a situation that I'm telling the universe, I know better, because I don't trust you, and letting go and surrendering. So I cannot surrender because I don't trust the universe. So I cling to the thing that I do know. Because the illusion in my mind, where I need to cast the light, is that the universe can't provide for me and that it's not going to work out. And so I cling to the thing that I already feel is the only thing I could get. So scarcity mindset. So we got to change this perspective so we can break out of this. 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I cannot create the future I want, work with the people I want to build and manifest the thing that would create something, 2 energies to create a third. The synergy in my future with whatever person. I don't know if this is your person. I keep saying, because I feel you're here about, I don't know. I don't feel you're here about your situation here with your 4 Pentacles. I feel you're here about maybe some fantasy situation. Okay, and I say fantasy only because if we were serious about it, we'd have to surrender, and we'd know, in order for me to make something of this, I have to be in workable energy. And right now I'm not in workable energy. Right now I'm very unclear. And how I'm unclear to the universe is because I'm 8 swords and 4 pentacles, saying, I don't know what I want. I'm not clear what I want. I still believe the devil exists. I'm not empowered. I'm not certain and clear that what I want for myself is going to make me happy. And so all of this uncertainty, all of this lack of trust, all this inability to surrender, then won't lead to me creating my future. So I don't see something in the real world here with this person. All I'm experiencing is like a fantasy of an obsession or some sort of idea that hasn't worked. It hasn't amounted to anything. And so I'm still hanging on to the world as I know it. The marriage as I know, or the thing as I know. So, okay. Now that we have this, and like I said, crisscross it. Not your message, not your message. I'm just reading cards, okay? Let's take a look at your person. I don't know what person pulls through here, but it's going to be the message you're needing to hear nonetheless. Seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. Yes. So this might talk back to the devil, talk about that dynamic. Let's keep going. I'm going to put these cards out and see what we're channeling here. So we have ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We asked you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Sublimation. Look at that. Ascension. So we have 67. Number 13. 13 is transformation. It's the death card in the tarot. Learning to release. Ascending. Finding peace. White's about purity. Higher levels of consciousness. Rising above. Alchemical wedding. Balance. Union. The black and the white, which is the shadow and the light. And talked about that devil. So here we have the uncreated. That's the 3 pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we have 60. And here we have 43. So 43 could be significant. Or the number 7, which is integrating shadow, because it's chariot. And here we have 30 with glass. So more focused here. That was that Queen of Swords we're seeing in the reverse. I have a feeling this is a message from Spirit for you, and I don't control how these come out. So you don't want to hear it, go to another reader. Okay, so this is about getting focused and clear. So we have the goat, Capricorn energy. And we have the tombstone, death, grief, legacy. So that's that death. Scorpio energy pulling through, Capricorn energy pulling through. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. That's that Queen of Swords in reverse. networker. Light attributes. Enhances unity through sharing of information. Engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attributes. Conveys information only for personal gain. Spreads fear and falsehood. And we have the king. Light attributes. Enlightened, benevolent leadership. Benefiting those in your charge. Shadow attributes. Excessive feelings of entitlement. Rulership without restraint. And we have the Midas miser. This is the Four Pentacles. Okay, light attributes. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Shadow attributes. Hoarding money and emotions. Obsessing. Fear of losing your wealth. The Forgotten. Missed opportunities. Fear of failure. And we have the Muse. Generosity and naivety. 3 cups. And here we have the Nectar. So this is 58, which I believe is 13 again, right? Yes, so 13. That's the Death card in the tarot. Releasing the old to make way for the new. And the Nectar is the sweetness of life, the purpose of life. Okay, let me sit here with this energy, beautiful people, and see what we see. Okay, this could be definitely a mirrored connection between you and the person on your mind. And so this could be exactly what's going on with your person. But I'm going to read it as what's going on with you. And why is because I feel whatever's going on with you needs to be addressed here. Okay? And so when you address this, I think your person is able to address what they're dealing with. And this is probably why it's coming out this way. If it's not your message, go to another pile, go to another reading, go to another reader. Okay, so there's something to be created here that hasn't been created as of yet. And so this intensity, this devil energy is existing in your world in order for you to go through an understanding of figuring out why is this devil showing up the way it is in your world. Is because there's certain things here in your energy field that you need to overcome. That's ancestral wounds, habitual ways of being, traumas, pains, past things, fragmented energies. Okay, and I feel like why they're fragmented is because if we experience certain things in the past that aren't pleasant, we start to create defense mechanisms around it. So one thing here that we're learning is about love. Okay, like true unconditional love. Love of self, and allowing ourselves to be completely open, vulnerable to what it means to love. Okay? And so this is great strength. You know, this is great strength. So I feel like in your situation, you're upkeeping something here that isn't connecting to you in an intimate way that is filling your cup. And so what you're learning about is first you got to fill your own cup by knowing and giving love to self and knowing your self-value so that you can experience it with another. So you're learning about balancing self so you can create the purpose here of whatever relationship or whatever future of happiness you can. But you have to get very clear and pointed in your direction and see things clearly. So as long as we're seeing devils and illusions, why we cannot, making reasons, seeing limitation in the universe, clinging like 4 pentacles, more clinging to the comfort, making reasons, okay, then we're not clear. We're telling the universe we don't know what it is that we want because we're still not surrendered here. We still feel like we can't get empowered. And so this is giving off a feeling of indecision. I still don't know what I want for myself because I haven't understood the love of self here. And so I feel like the story we're telling ourselves and the world that we're sort of buying into is something here that is feeding this energy within you. You know, like the indecision you have, the lack of clarity you have, the people in your world in some way here, I think is supporting this fear of letting go or getting empowered, because there's a greater purpose for you, which I feel could certainly be experiencing this connection and creating something in this connection. You know, you two coming together. And so your person could be going through the exact same thing. So how do we do this? We have to let go of certain things that are very fixed in our world. And how do we let go? We have to ascend to higher levels of consciousness to see truths, you know, that nothing is set in stone, that anything we're sort of attached to is temporary. It is temporary. And so the only thing that really exists is the true energy that we are, which is pure divine light, which is, you know, God, spirit. And so I say in my readings here, God is omnipresent, okay, and God is within you. Whether you're too distorted to connect to it or see it is another thing. But where there is God in its complete full capacity. Okay, and God is infinite. God's an infinite, abundant God. Like, our minds can't even comprehend the infinity of God. Okay, and so where there is God, there is infinity. So that means you have infinity potential within you. That is there. And why I say potential is because if we never see it, we never tap into it, we're still seeing the devils and the shadows, and we're still hanging on and thinking there's limitation. And God is saying, within you is infinite abundance. There's no need to feel like we need to cling or there's limitation. That's true surrender and trust of God. Okay? So, I feel like we're stubbornly hanging on to how we're going about something. And we're fixated on that. And Spirit is saying this is getting in the way. All we need to do is surrender and see clearly and get out of indecision and feel empowered to open our hands to the universe and to lean into what our purpose sort of is here. Because our purpose will be handed to us, which will give us the full 9 cups. But there is a fear of getting our 9 cups. And I think the fear of getting the 9 cups is because we still don't feel either fully deserving of it in some level. And so I feel like the universe wants to align you with this, but only you can sort of align with this through your own doing, through your own healing. So I do feel like there's some sort of creative thing as well that you're being called to work on or work through, you know, and it could be reflected on your person as well. And so as long as we're limited by the mind story or surrounding ourselves in an environment that sort of supports the old world or the black and white world or the world that isn't balanced, and that's the more of what we create. And so I feel like there's the opportunity for you to move into uncharted territory here. But I feel like with this fear of failure, it's like I'm more looking at what I have to risk or lose, you know, than I am looking at what I have to gain and create here, because it hasn't been created yet. And so I don't trust in the divine and my unlimited, infinite potential. I just see the limitation that I'm now surrounding myself with, and that's the thing that kind of keeps me stuck to it. Okay, so I feel like you and your person are mirroring. I feel like you and your person could come together, but I feel like we need to overcome this sort of mindset, because this is the limitation. And so I feel like why maybe we're experiencing this intense experience is for you to ascend, to see yourself from a higher state, you know, to see your infinite God power, to heal traumas that you've been carrying for, I don't know, many lifetimes, you know, and it's really one of unconditional love of self, so we can unconditionally love another. And how do we do this? In way of action. Because if we say we know of unconditional love, but at the same time we're clinging to certain things, then no, we don't. Then no, we don't. Because this is what's creating the indecision to the universe. So I feel like there's a part of us that is in denial when it comes to how we're connecting with love of self and giving unconditional love, because I feel like we don't see your full God infinite power. And so will this connection become clear and the path sort of open up for you? Only when I feel you let go and surrender and be empowered to not upkeep something in your world that I think is very fixed or set. And so you got to kind of dig into this fear you have of maybe tapping into that space, because therein lies the love. And so your whole surrounding around you is reflecting the self here that's going to perpetuate something that feels stuck and unhappy and feels like you can't get out of it, and rightfully so. The only way you can get out of it is to be empowered to make your way through it. You have to give it to yourself. So let's pull some tarot and see if we could see some more. And like I said, it could be reflected in your person's world. And these journeys often go like this. These journeys, what you experience here and overcome. When you ascend, then your person also deals with their own world. And so we cannot just look external to what this person is doing. Meanwhile, we're stuck in our world. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so let's see. I feel like you're carrying a lot of sadness here about your existing situation that you might need to overcome. So, Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful pile 3. Can we see some more here in regards to their person and what's going on in their world? What's going on in this person's world, please? Clear and concise message. A deeper dive, a deeper look as to what is going on. So you see the King of Swords. I'm going to put it back just the way it fell. But the King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, that's the intellectual king who needs to know and come up with a strategy. So maybe you're strategizing and you're more in the mind than you are in the heart. Making a plan, but the more we sort of think our mind knows better than spirit, then we're not surrendering or trusting the divine flow. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Can we please see what is going on behind the scenes here? A deeper layer of understanding what's going on here with this person. Pile number 3's person. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. And one more. 2 more. Okay, Queen of Cups. Learning about unconditional love, opening the heart space, and also this is about some sort of creative thing that I was tapped into. There's some creative energy here, your purpose, that has to be honored in order for you to see some sort of purpose. Okay, I feel like this queen, when she opens her heart space, she loves unconditionally, she's compassionate, caring, and I feel like right now I do feel we're learning about self-love and how to give selflessly. And I feel like maybe we feel we are, but I feel like we're not really, okay? We're not. Because if we're in any situation where we're emotionally unsatisfied, that isn't leaning into the heart space at all. That's fear. That's fear-based actions. It's not getting empowered to take action and lean into the heart. So justice in reverse. Yeah, we're not in a just situation, or not in balance. So I think we're leading with the mind more than we are with the heart. And so we're in an imbalanced situation, potentially a marriage. Okay, the Hangman in reverse. So we're still stuck seeing things our way. We haven't gone above the situation to see it differently. So we're very narrow. We have our blinders on in how we understand something to be. And so we might just think that's the way it is. Or we might think something that's unjust is just the way it's happening. Or we might think because something is imbalanced or unjust, our understanding of why that is needs to be reviewed and examined. And King of Pentacles in reverse. So I cannot rely on a future stability of this person or create that for myself when I haven't dealt with the thing I need to. So there is no commitment. There's no future plan of abundance here that can be sustained on, as long as I'm out of balance, as long as I keep feeding into my thought system here that hasn't expanded past that. Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Ace of Swords. So I need to get honest and true and walk and talk the truth, no matter how difficult. So through adversity, through pain, through seeing through certain things, now I have to act in truth. I have to speak my truth. And I feel like we might have been twisting the truth a little bit, you know? And again, the black and white really coming through. So we might be seeing something very black and white. And it requires us to see it in all different shades here. And so we're very, I don't know, maybe very mental in how we go about it. It's either yes or no in some sort of capacity, you know, or situation. And I don't know. Or maybe we don't see it as black and white and we need to, yes or no. Maybe we're making all sorts of reasons and excuses, and that's the hangman. You know, the narrow perspective that we were keeping alive here. I feel you feel weighed down by a situation. You know, again, the anchor and this justice, like a marriage or something that feels like it's weighing you down or holding you hostage in some way, and it's unhappy. So Spirit's saying there's a truth here. And so there's the sun. So that's this, getting enlightened. And I feel it's mirrored with you and your person. So if you say, yeah, pile 3, it's my person. It's like, no, if this is your person, then that's you too. Because this pile is very clear. What's happening with your person is happening with you, and vice versa. Both of you guys are in some situation here that you need to see clearly. Okay, that you need to shine your light on the devil here. Your ego might be getting in the way, and the ego is saying one story as to why we need to put up with unhappy situations. The Spirit's saying we need to get very clear and certain and start taking action on that truth. Then we trust the divine, and then we're enlightened and connected to God. Okay, that's opening the heart space, and we're seeing our purpose, and then we're living from the heart space. So 8 of Wands in reverse and the Chariot. So this is saying 2 opposite things. It's saying we're stuck right now and we can't move forward or have a breakthrough towards having success. And this is movement and success and having integration of shadow and things that are devilly into light, so we can work with it to have movement. So we're blocked in finding balance and movement here. And as long as we can't find balance and integrate certain parts of self that are not balanced right now, or that we're not being honest about, or that we keep seeing in the same way, if we don't balance it, we're not going to have a breakthrough movement in this connection. So I feel like I'm going to read it as your energy. You are the one here who I feel is being called to rise above some understanding, to see a greater truth, to allow things to flow in order for things to be successful and move forward in this connection, you know, with whatever person here. But you're, I don't know, upkeeping some sort of understanding you have of why you can't. And so as long as you have that, you were not able to build in the future here. And it's really all ties back to understanding self-love, opening the heart space, reflecting this back to our person energetically, embracing some sort of truth that maybe we twisted it in some way, and then taking action on it, not just energetically, but what we do day in, day out, what we speak and do. Okay, and our intention all have to be congruent and in line. So we can't believe one thing and then do another. 5 of Wands, yeah. So we got to get out of the conflicting energy, because your conflicting energy right now is creating indecision, is creating confusion. It's not creating certainty for the universe and the divine. They don't know what you want, because I bet your actions are one thing, your thoughts are another, your energy is another, and your heart's another. So what is your world sort of showing? What are your actions showing? And then what are your intentions, and where's your heart? And 2 different things here. And it's creating imbalance, and it's creating uncertainty, and the universe wants you to clear the noise so that you can build something here that's worth having. And like, look, two people coming together, both very clear and certain and happy. This is blocked. Okay, it's blocked. And so the only way to unblock it is to see clearly the path ahead. Not to feed stories that we believe in because of whatever reason. That's just feeding our 8 swords. Okay, so pile number 3, this was, I know, a difficult message, but I feel it's probably one you might intuitively already know, but if you keep coming back to see what changes is your person's having, they're not going to have any unless you do. So there's your reading. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. You guys picked the Lucid Minds Tarot. Absolutely beautiful. I haven't read with these in a while, and I absolutely love this deck. So we're going to look at the person on your mind, and we're going to take a deep dive into what's going on in their world. Okay, I don't know if we're going to see a lot about the connection so much as what's going on behind the scenes, what they're dealing with. It could be the connection in their mind. I don't know. Let's see. And if this comes reverse, meaning the beginning part here, this energy check, is going to sound more like maybe your person's energy check, and then the back end is going to sound more like what's going on in your world. Then you can crisscross the energy, okay? But it could mean your person's energies in another pile. So let's see what pulls through here. Let's do an energy check so that you know whether this is indeed your pile or not. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4. What is going on in this connection that pile 4 will know that this is indeed their pile, their person? Clear and concise message. How would they describe this, or how are they feeling, or how are they seeing this connection so that they know that this is indeed their pile? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much, pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading again. If you are returning, and if you're new, welcome. I hope these messages do resonate for you. Don't force any of this to fit. Okay, a lot of viewers come through here, so it should be resonating with your connection. So we have 6 pentacles showing itself. So this is something that is maybe out in the open, that you're conscious of. 6 pentacles is about balance. In fact, we only see 1. And the hands are open here, like ready to receive something here. Let's see, what is going on here, Spirit? So we have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Cups, divine counterparts. So when we see this, it's 2 people who potentially feel the exact same way about each other. Okay, this is the couple that loves the deepest in the tarot. Very compassionate, very creative, very intuitive. The 4 of Cups in reverse. Lots of cups here. 6 of Wands. Okay, and we have the Lovers, Gemini energy in reverse. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. Wow, holy camole. And we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the 9 Pentacles. It's under the Queen of Pentacles. We have, sorry, Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So you have 2 Kings and 2 Queens. And what's under the Queen of Pentacles? The 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, let me really sit here with this because there's lots of energy pulling through. Okay, it's interesting how these piles sort of came out. I feel like this 4th pile could certainly be the person from pile 3 flipped. Okay, this is how I feel because this is how it's sort of coming through, but only you will know. Okay, but what I feel is going on here is 2 people that really love each other, but I feel these people cannot be together. I feel like these people can't be together because circumstances are dictating something here that's going on. So I feel like you're showing up as this Queen of Pentacles, but this is coming from your person's point of view. So I'm going to read this as, I don't want to keep it confusing, but this is how I see the energy, okay? So I'm going to read it as this is you, but it could certainly be your person. So you have a lot of feels. You love this person, but you see that this person is in another situation here, you know, and they can't no more sort of be in that situation. And they can't no more be in that situation. And so you feel like you want to take action. You want to do something here. You want to make yourself available and give yourself. But you feel like up until now you haven't been able to take action, commit yourself, go down the path, show this person, make yourself available. For whatever reason, you couldn't make it happen. And so I feel like you want success with this person. You want to make it happen. And I think all you've been able to really give to this person up until now is make them maybe feel like you didn't care, or that, I don't know, you rejected them, or you couldn't take action on them. So you're looking at this set of circumstances and you're saying, geez, like, I can't act towards this person. This person might think I'm not even interested because I haven't taken action on them. And I have not yet been able to commit to them or express to them in a way here that shows them that I'm choosing this connection. And so now I want to find a way to make myself available and give and be single. You know, I want to be single. I want to be available. I want to give to this person and no longer be in whatever energy I was, because it was not allowing us to come together. Okay, so I don't know. I do feel like this could, like I say, be your person, you know, like what they're looking at is what didn't work. This person's looking at what didn't work. I didn't choose the person here that I could have because I wasn't available. And I have a lot of love. Knight of Cups in reverse. 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's like I feel like something took too long to show my person, the Queen of Pentacles here, how much I love them and that I wanted to choose them. I didn't give to them or show them or make myself available. I chose something else, or I chose incorrectly, or I stalled, or I didn't act on it. And now I'm looking at, how can I have success? How can I give to this person? How can I make myself available? Let's dive in deeper here, okay? I know this is a weird one, but I don't know. Maybe you are no longer in this. Well, I say you, now I'm getting you confused. Whatever. The person here who didn't choose this connection is feeling some sort of hot fire that they gotta take action. They missed out. You know, they chose, they didn't choose. By not choosing, they chose poorly. Let's see. Spirit, can we see a little bit more in this energy check for pile number 4? Clear and concise message. It's so layered, this energy, you guys. You know, and when the energy is so blended, it's difficult to tell who is who. But I see somebody here who didn't choose another person, and now they're seeing and they want to be available, and they might have chosen another connection or rejected them for whatever reason. So let's dive in a little deeper into that energy, Spirit. Why are we seeing this energy check for pile 4? Can we dive in a little deeper? And it might be coming out this way because maybe this is going to be what's going on in your world, you know? If it is flipped, only you know. 9 of Wands. That's that defensive energy in someone who hasn't given up. I'm not giving up. Walking this desert. Two of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to continue reading it as I have. The person who didn't choose is now saying, I sat 2 swords too long. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. And now I feel very like I'm wandering a desert here, not getting the love and the resources that I maybe at one point did, or I feel removed from pile 4's world. Imbalance. Okay, let's keep going. Chariot in reverse. 3 Pentacles. Emperor in reverse. Aries, Cancer, 8 Swords. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands and the 3 Wands. Okay. So the person who didn't choose or chose poorly is regretting it and trying to figure out a way of how to come forward to work together. They can see that their limitation has kept them doing circles or getting lost. Their inability to be empowered to step up and do something here, you know, they couldn't, and so things are stuck and very imbalanced, and so they couldn't have success in this connection. And they're seeing the other person as somebody who's pulling to them like this beautiful Queen of Wands. Like, I'm attracted to you, I'm pulled to you, I want you in my world, and I want to move forward with you here. You know, and instead of us, I don't know, like moving up and on, it's like we experience the opposite is what I feel here. And like this color is like symbolic of this. And so I feel like this person's energy that I'm tapped into here is like, I'm not giving up. Like, you're a part of me and I feel pulled to you. And so now here I am trying to find a way to get to you from a different way, because what I've done in the past has not worked. And it's kept things very stuck, and you in an energy that's maybe see me as someone who is unreliable, or who is just not able to move or capable of moving, who is lost in my own world, you know, who is not stand up enough or empowered enough to take action and do the right thing. And so now I've risen above maybe where I was mentally, to see this from a different perspective. And this new perspective is, I want to work with you. I want to do what it takes. That I could see whatever I was doing was sort of going the opposite way. And that we need to sort of move, I don't know, it's up and out is kind of, you know, up and out, like rise above this and move forward. So rise above this, move forward is what this person wants to do. And so I feel this person's moving, I say you, see, because this is how it's coming out. This person is moving towards you. These readings. So they haven't been workable up until now. And they haven't chosen this connection up until now. And I feel like there's something missing from this connection that's made it very not fulfilling. You know, for you, I feel, because if this person didn't choose you, or I don't know, something not fulfilling here. So I know this one came out a little blended, but there's only 2 energies really I feel here. And I feel like the one person who didn't choose right is having regrets. So let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on behind the scenes in this person's energy in their world. So we have receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. Interesting, because this was the 6 Pentacles, which was the very first card that came out in the energy check. You know, giving and receiving. Choices. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. I made a choice. There's spring, thawing out energy. 17. 17 is Star energy. Stars about wishes and hopes. Aquarius energy. And we have Sun Splendor, 10 Cups, 53, or the number 8. So 8 again, pulling through twice now. 8 is movement. Yeah, movement. I feel something was stuck. I feel this person is moving towards you is kind of what I feel. It's also strength, which is facing our fears, having the courage to move forward. And so the Chariot was in reverse, which meant something was stuck. And so strength would mean we're facing the fears we need in order to have movement where things were stuck. Here's the Alligator. So it could be a defensive energy. Something in the subconscious that is defensive. Letter, news, resolution, communication. Okay, and then we have surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. Sort of stressful. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So I was feeling a sense of guilt in the decision they made, or regret. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And so here we have Samaritan. Light attributes refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attributes, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. And artist. Light attributes, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Shadow attributes, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. The Captain, taking command and teamwork. 3 Pentacles, Emperor energy. Aries, and look, we have the Hermit's Lantern, a bunch of them. So Virgo energy, but it's knowing thyself, knowing what we want. Time to reflect. And there's the Mentor, so we're seeing up and out with the Mentor. The Owl talks of wisdom. Number 6. 6 is Lovers. A choice. Okay, let me sit here with this energy, beautiful people, and see what we're tapped into here. Okay. I feel like the person who I was tapped into the energy check that regretted some choice, which I still feel is your person, is coming through this, okay? Crisscross it if you need to. I will just see one person here. And I feel like this person who didn't choose this connection with you feels a lot of regret here because they were stuck in their world, And so I feel this person is understanding. I don't know if they've had time to really sit and go within. But I feel like what's going on behind the scenes here is this person is understanding how their choices are really impacting their well-being. Because I feel like this person connects an understanding of what happiness means to them. Is something they can't shove away, or something they can't deny or suppress or do the opposite of. So I feel like through experiencing what they have with you, there's some understanding that they have. And I think for some of you guys, this person has, I don't know, like either gone through some sort of counseling, or maybe they have a new understanding through way of whatever they've experienced. I don't know if it is like, through a counselor or therapist, or just reflecting, but there's a new energy of wanting to take action in their world in a different way. And I feel it is because they're inspired to have change where they were really stuck. Because I feel like this person has tasted sweetness or happiness or bliss in the connection with you. And so when they went back to their world, I think it was cold, frozen, or just something that didn't make them feel safe. And so there's only so much we can sit in that energy before we start to allow the true self to kind of come out. So I feel like this person understands they chose poorly that the choice is really in their hands, that they have to get in charge of it. And so I feel like this person has a very beautiful, loving heart, if I got to be honest, you know. I feel like they were trying to do the best thing here, but the best thing didn't necessarily pan out in that way. And so I think that this person was trying to help the situation that they were in at their own expense. And so it was preventing them from giving, investing in this connection with you, or choosing it, or going down the path with you. I feel there's movement now that this person is moving towards you. I feel like they're going to come through with some form of communication to you, and they want to make something known. I feel like it is something official here, you know, like they want to make it known. They want to make something official. And so I feel like this person is understanding, or come to an understanding, that you have potentially all along, or something you've known all along. And now it's like, I can see that being my truth as well. So let's get on the same page, because your happiness is tied to my happiness. And I recognize that I'm sort of in a situation here that I got to get unstuck from. And so I feel like this person is applying the right type of energy towards a stuck situation in their world. So where things are frozen, they're applying, you know, fire. And so I think what they were sort of doing in the past was in an energy that didn't help their situation move forward. And so I do feel, how some of you guys might know also this person, I do feel there's like a creative aspect from this person. We were seeing the cups energy as well, which is that creator energy. You know, they're artist, a writer, singer, dancer, whatever, movie star. I don't know. This person has some sort of creative thing within them. I feel like this person might have been prone to shutting down, or just very agreeable and wanting peace. I'm feeling like a Libra energy, although I don't see any Libra here, but it's like, I'll keep the peace. But keeping the peace in their situation, or trying to keep things, I think, only added to the contrast to them seeing what didn't work. And that whatever decision that they did make, or choice that they made, it was reflecting back to them more their situation that was stuck. So yeah, there's definitely an understanding here this person has, that they want to express formally to you some revelation of understanding, that now they're on the same page and see things the way you sort of see things, or do see things. And yeah, I feel this person is ready to flow both ways, give and receive, towards something that felt very frozen and stuck one way. So let's see, Spirit. We're going to dive into this energy a little bit more. Pile number 4's person. Can we see what's going on behind the scenes then? Behind this person. What's going on behind the scenes for pile 4's person? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. The Magician. They're like, I have the tools here to create my future and to manifest the thing. But I have to use the tools. They understand this. I also feel they're going to communicate to you. Magician is about communication. So divine timing. Temperance in reverse. I wasn't workable. You know, I wasn't workable. And so it's like, well, whatever wasn't working or imbalance, it's like, I know that I have the tools. And I want to talk to you about the imbalance I created, or the inability for us to work together or create something. Whoa. The two sort of fly out. So if 2 wands, it sort of landed like this. So I'm going to keep it as it landed. This one fell face down like that. Got them all popping out. Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Just make sure I don't have any one under there. And finally, why is this 2 of Wands here in reverse, Spirit? Empress. And the 6 swords. And 8 pentacles. And what's under the 8 pentacles? The 2 swords. Okay. So I think this person really wants to commit to putting forward energy and effort and utilizing what they can to make things work where things were stuck. And I feel like this person wants to be somebody here who you could rely on, who stays committed and dedicated and focused, you know, to task here. And I feel like this person might be somebody here who you feel created a lot of conflict in your world. And so they understand they might have to compete for you, or they might be challenged to approach you in a way because they understand that they weren't in an energy that was creating cohesion between you and them. And I feel like this person sees you as somebody who is very abundant for them. Like this, the Empress is the divine feminine who, you know, is full of love, abundance. And I feel like this person wants to come out of challenging situations that they created between you and them. And if they were in a situation here with someone, because they could have been, like I said, some of you guys, this is tied to pile 3, with an Empress, you know, the mother of their children or their ex or something like this. It's like they want to move out of that because it was creating a 5 swords and a 5 wands situation with you. So it's like, I don't want to be in conflict and challenge and all this, like having to compete and all that. And it's like I chose poorly. And so I want to put an end and have closure here to a situation that was up in the air, was conflicting, and come out of all of that. And so the only way for me to do that is to make something official or communicate some sort of truth. Use my tools that I have in order to make things happen, to find closure, to be consistent and dedicated in an area where, you know, there was a lot of indecision or stuckness. So let's dive in deeper because I feel like there's more. So we have Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Taurus, Libra. I do feel like we're going to put these scattered so that they get spread out. Okay, so let's see that. Spirit, pile 4's person. Can we dive in a little deeper then? Is this message coming out? I think the main takeaway here is this person coming towards you. The Empress and the Temperance in reverse. Coming towards you. So Spirit, clear and concise message. Can we dive in a little deeper for pile number 4? What's going on in pile 4's person's world here that pile 4 is needing to know? What's going on behind the scenes? A deeper dive, a deeper look at their energy. I do feel there's some more here. I feel there's another. Okay. Queen of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Lots of love. I feel this person has a lot of love for you and feels your love, okay? But nothing manifested here, hence the Magician. It's like I want to manifest a new beginning and something solid with pile 4. And things were, it just wasn't in workable energy and they were imbalanced. And I don't know, I do feel that for some of you guys it is a third party, okay? But if you don't know of the third party, then it's like, I see you as being the one that I couldn't work with in the past. I couldn't find balance with. I didn't show up with. Yeah, this the Queen of Wands. So I either didn't show you your value, I didn't appreciate you, I didn't go after you, I didn't choose you, you didn't feel valued by me. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys might have felt like the other woman. You know, if you were in that third party. I didn't choose you. Even though you had a lot of love for this person. The Death in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So there were things I needed to close out. And a massive transformation. And so my fears were getting in the way, and my distortions of how I was seeing things getting in the way of this transformation happening. And this is what was imbalanced. This is why I was not workable. I feel like this is what this person's going to tell you. It's like now I no longer going to let the fear sort of drive me. I'm coming out of any sort of understanding I had of how I was perceiving a situation. you know, that was getting in the way of releasing the things, the person, the things, the whatever was getting in the way of us not being able to come together. And so not being able to come together got in the way of us having a new beginning and manifesting something here that I want. Yeah, I'm not giving up. I've not put down my wands. I want to fight for this connection, you know, with the 5 wands and this 9 wands. This is the resilient warrior. I feel this person's coming towards you in the world, yeah, because they didn't get closure, according to them. It's like it's not over. It's not over. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, what's this telling me? Some of you guys have sort of parted ways with this person. And this person chose someone here who maybe they felt dependent on them, or that they depended on. I feel this is a third party type reading. Whatever choice they made was not you, but now it's like, I understand, and I could see the choice I made, and I kind of sat in that for a while, and I could see that my fear was steering, or my understanding of what I thought. And so because I feel your love and I understand your love and where we were blocked, I now want to use the magician within me to fight and come towards this connection. And so this is what I'm going to communicate to you. But it's like, I don't see here, like I feel like with this Knight of Swords, it's like, I don't want to run away. I don't see the, like, there's something here about them not seeing why they pulled away, or I don't know, like cowardly energy coming with the Knight of Swords in reverse. But they want to talk to you about this. Let's see. Maybe they want to talk to you about why they ran away, or why they blocked you, or why they just ghosted, or why they couldn't see something. Because I feel they were seeing something distorted that made them act harsh, cut you out, or choose wrong. Why is this Knight of Swords here, Spirit, in reverse? Strength in reverse. Cowardly. I ran away. I blocked you. I didn't do the difficult thing and confront what I needed to do because I was cowardly and I didn't have the strength. So they want to talk to you about. And so it's like, now I want to fight for you. And I could see that in the past I didn't find my courage, or I couldn't see my own strength. And so I just ran, or I chose poorly. And I listened to the fear or the distortion in me that's seen things in a way. And so I didn't have the courage to lean into you in this connection. Page of Pentacles. So this person's coming forward. No doubt about it. Okay? They're coming forward to communicate to you what they want. And what they want, they think, is something they haven't experienced with you just yet. And so I feel like they don't feel it's over. And they haven't experienced closure. They want to open up and explore something with you that in the past they were too cowardly, or they ran away from, or they just blocked you out or shut you out and chose the wrong, according to them, person, path, you know. And now it's like, I can see your love and I want to experience this. And so, yeah, let's talk about this, you know, and talk about my reason for running or blocking or cowarding out. It made you feel unappreciated. So let's see if there's any just final messages here. Then what does pile number 4 then need to know about this person? Anything further pile 4 needs to know about this message and it's coming through here for their person? So pile 4 need to know anything else, Spirit? Thank you so much for this message. 10 Pentacles in reverse, and the World in reverse, and the Star, and the Ace of Swords, Aquarius energy. So the truth is what we want to act on. The truth is what's going to make things clear. I feel this person wants to get clear about where there was a lack of truth and a lack of clarity for you, and that they weren't acting in their highest truth. They're going to come talk to you about this. And so I feel like whatever world they were in, which again, I feel is a third party, you know, a family situation, something they built, it's like, it's not for me. I can't, it's not sustainable. It's not the thing I want to peg myself to. And I don't want us to be over. And so I need to put an end to that world. And I want to be honest about getting clear about this, because my future, I can see, is with you. My wish, my hope is something that is outside of what I've been historically engaged with here. And so, yeah, like I hurt you. I feel there was a hurt here that happened. And it's like, I don't want to be in denial, and I don't want to be unclear. I want to move past this. And so I want a new beginning with you, because I see a future of happiness here that we can have. And so you're my wish. And so I have to deal with this situation that's in the material world still needing to be closed out, you know, but at least there's this like looping you in, or certainty or clarity about how they feel about this thing. Yeah, it's like where I was two swords, it's like I want to choose a sword and reveal what was dishonest here, or what was keeping me in the two swords. 5 Pentacles. This person really doesn't want to be out of your world, and they want to come out of that 5 Pentacle world that they are in, you know, and they might have been telling themselves a 10 Pentacle situation was a 5 Pentacle, or that a 5 Pentacle was a 10 Pentacle. But it was untrue. It wasn't a 10 Pentacle. It was something that needed to close out. So you're going to hear from this person, okay? Beautiful pile number 4. This is your message, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.